So you've had a chance to work through this discovery. So we're going to talk about it a little bit before you do some practice finding arc lengths. So we have a sprinkler that's rotating 300 degrees and it's watering a lawn. So I have my sprinkler in the middle of my circle and it's shooting water out, and it's shooting water out 20 feet. And it's rotating around and it's rotating 300 degrees. So I know that that's how far it's going around the circle. So the second question asks us to remember how to find the circumference of a circle. So hopefully you'll remember our formula is 2 times pi times the radius, or you can think about it as pi times the diameter. And we're going to use that formula to find what the circumference of our circle actually is. So for this circle, we have a radius of 20 feet. So it's coming from the center, from the sprinkler out to the edge. So we are going to say that our circumference is going to be equal to 2 times pi times the radius, which in this case is 20. And if I calculate that in my calculator quickly, I get 125.66 approximately feet. So that's the entire circumference of the circle, both the watered and the unwatered section together. So I want to know the central angle of the unwatered part. So if my sprinkler is rotating 300 degrees, that means it's watering 300 degrees of the circle. So there's 60 degrees left that would not be watered of the whole 360 degrees. So what fraction of the circle is this? The whole circle is 360 degrees. So I have 60 degrees out of 360 degrees that is unwatered, which is 1/6 of my lawn. So 1/6 of my lawn did not get watered. So how did I calculate this? My numerator was the unwatered part, and my denominator was the whole circle. So I'm now going to use my answers from 3 and 5. So in other words, my total circumference and my fraction of the circle I have to find the length of what is unwatered. So I want to find out how long this section is that is unwatered. So if I know the whole circle is 125.66 feet, and that's all the way around, and I want to know just what this part, well, I know that's 1/6 of the circle. So if I multiply 1/6 times the whole circle, that will give me what that section is. So I'm going to do 1/6 times 125.66. And when I do that, I come up with 20.94 feet approximately. So that is how much of my circle is unwatered. So if I now want to think about this in terms of a formula that I can use all the time to find an arc length, I want to know what the fraction is, and I'm going to multiply it by the entire circumference. So fraction times circumference. And how you get that fraction isn't always going to be something out of 360, but it's always the piece that you're looking for out of the whole thing. So the whole circle was 360 degrees, and the piece that I wanted was 60 degrees. So sometimes you might be talking about pieces of cake, and if you eat 2 pieces of cake, you want to know the length of the icing that you ate. So I ate 2 pieces out of the entire 8 pieces of the cake, so my fraction would be 2 out of 8. So it's not always going to be out of 360. You need to use the fraction that makes sense in terms of the problem that you're doing.